So thank you for chatting with me this evening. I appreciate it so much. And you guys are playing at the Camden Assembly on March the 27th is your day
Yeah.
for a spot on that Hell stage at Hellfest. How are you feeling about the competition?
Pretty crazy. I mean, I think we were all like not expecting to really get it when we applied. Um, it's really a cool thing for me because I've been to Hellfest a couple times, and it's
Okay.
my favorite festival that I've been to. And I've seen bands. Oh, I've passed bands playing on the Hell stage before, so I know like what it involves, and it's pretty exciting. It's really exciting.
That's cool. It's really cool that you've been as well, so you know what to expect. It's personal.
Yeah, it is.
It's
That's cool.
he's not showing it, but it's hard to overstate how hyped Brett is for the chance
I like don't
of
show
playing
excitement
Hellfest.
generally, so yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I'm pretty hyped. Yeah, when because Brett tells us everything we need to know. Basically, he was like, we're gonna be, we've got past like so and so many bands, and we're gonna be doing this battle of the bands. I was like, oh, sick, because we really weren't expecting it. So yeah, we were chuffed to bits, and yeah, it kind of gave us the kick up the arse to work a bit more on our sort of like stage performance and stuff, which is what we've been working on a little bit more now.
Yeah, I'm super excited about it. So I've been telling everyone about it, like trying not to brag, but
My
yeah.
dad's probably more excited than anybody I know.
Oh, Dad.
My dad is the one that takes me to Hellfest normally, so he's pretty hyped.
Super jazzed as well. I think Camden Assembly's a sick venue as well. So even just getting to play there is mega. I've been there for shows and it's a really, really fantastic venue. And obviously like getting a chance to
You're frozen.
Oh, Wi-Fi is terrible.
He's so excited. He's frozen.
He's actually still there. It's not frozen.
Yeah.
I mean, it would be really, really funny if he actually wasn't frozen, that he was just winding up. I think that'd be really good, just seeing what everyone else says about him.
Alex actually lives with me, so as I've got a working internet connection, I might just go get him real quick.
Go for it.
There's two Alexes.
Oh my god, which one's
Oh
the
my
real
God.
one?
Oh my God, what if the other one started to move and talk?
I would freak out personally.
Video, this is where we find out if your house is haunted or not. So, Alex, what were you saying before you kind of froze?
Yeah, it's Camden Assembly is really cool to get the chance to play there, and it's really nice to get our music out in front of more people. And yeah, it feels like recognition. I'm super grateful for that.
No, describe your music for anyone who hasn't heard it.
Mental.
I love that.
Mental.
Mental.
In the best way.
Yeah.
It's more mental as time goes on.
Yeah, punk.
Yeah.
More so than opera, at least.
I'd say we're kind of like experimental punk. Like we try and do something different with each of our songs, like whether that be technically or thematically. We just try and like we try not to do the same things over and over and over again, because for as much as like I like music, there is a lot of repetition in there, and so we kind of like to push boundaries in terms of like tone and sonically.
Yeah, we're pretty genre bendy. Like the only criteria of creating some music for us is if like it sounds cool and we like playing it.
Yeah.
So there's elements of like sludge and metal and punk and just all sorts of weird stuff, like post-punk, new metal, all sorts of weird stuff.
I love that word, sludge.
Yeah,
really sludge. How did you? I don't normally ask this question, but I'm like really intrigued. How did you guys all meet?
So, Brett and I met through joinmyband.com, because I moved to London in like 2022 with Alex, and I was like, I want to start a band, and then I met just like that, and then I met Brett, and we were in one group, didn't like that group, so we both left, and then but we still wanted to play. So
I was getting incredibly jealous with Emily and her new band. So when she left, it was kind of like a blessing in disguise, so I could come in and play drums.
Yeah. And so then we all sort of linked up in Brixton Studios, basically just to try to see if we could play together. Turns out we could. And then Brett managed to find Pole and brought them along, and rest is history.
Out of all the bands, why should you guys win? And you're allowed to big yourself up or whatever, because you bigging yourself up isn't throwing shade on anyone else. Why should you guys win?
I'd really like to.
Oh. Yeah, there we go. We'd really like to. It's our first fest. It would be our first festival. And I think, if there's a festival to begin at, Hellfest is. I mean, it's probably all downhill after that, I guess. If Hellfest is
Staying humble.
No,
we're gonna win because we're gonna put on a fucking good show.
Yeah.
And we're gonna just go absolutely crazy with it. And as long as we can, I think we'll convince people through our performance.
Yeah. Well, my kind of goal is to just go there and have the most fun possible. And normally if you're having fun on stage, everyone else is having fun. And it's going to be a fucking sick night. So I'm really ready for it.
And do you know what? That's one of the things that the judge, Jamie, was saying he was looking for. He's looking, just like, you want it. Like, just, in his words, he was like, just give it some bollocks. Like, just go for it. Yeah. So I think as long as you do that, you've done your best. That's it. Sure. So speaking of the judge, my favourite question. Obviously, he's Jamie Oliver is a man full of integrity and would never be bribed. But if he could be bribed, how would you bribe Jamie Oliver?
I've been baking recently. I'd make him some cupcakes.
Yeah.
We can have cupcakes. We haven't had cupcakes yet.
That'd be me.
Cupcakes.
How would you bribe him? I mean, does he take sexual favours?
Do you know what? I think anything's on the table at this point. I mean, we've already got I think there's Greg's sausage rolls, homemade pies. I'm pretty sure there was a talk of a massage earlier. We've got night out in Sheffield.
Nice.
We've got a bunch of flowers. Maybe that could be after the sexual favours. That would be quite nice.
£50,000 in unmarked, non-sequential bills.
I'll give him.
Okay, so no, that's good. I think he'd like that. So we've got a cupcake.
Yeah.
You maybe put them inside the cupcake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, okay.
Most expensive cupcakes ever. And of course, it would be just cupcakes. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. But
we've got a briefcase, like they have in movies, have money in, and you open it and it's just cupcakes.
Yeah, but with 20,000 quid sticking out of it.
Is that everybody's final answer? It's going to be naughty money shoved in naughty cupcakes.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Brett is like, I kind of wanted to do the sexual favours.
Look, if he's open and keen,
maybe you can feed him cupcakes. You can feed him the cupcakes.
Yeah. He doesn't have to accept publicly. I can just give us an Instagram DM or something.
Yeah, they've got a green room at the Camden Assembly.
Oh, brilliant.
Finally, how can listeners and viewers find you guys? How can they find your music? Have you got any up and coming gigs, any releases? It's kind of your chance to kind of plug anything that you've got going on at the moment.
We do. You can find us on most platforms. We're on all streaming platforms. Be nice. The I is a exclamation point and everything's capitalized. You can find us on most social media, be_nice_band. We're mostly active on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
So if you really want to come to a show.
So we've got one, I don't know when this is going out, but on the 23rd, so this Saturday, at the Fighting Cocks in Kingston. Obviously we've got the Hellfest one on the 23rd. Then we're playing Queer Punk All Dayer on the 23rd of April in Haggerston in London. We're playing our first Brighton show at the beginning of May at the Pipeline, and also the Red Lion in Leytonstone on the 12th of April.
Did you just remember that, all of that at the top of your head?
Yeah.
Brett is crazy for this stuff. He is the logistics king, I swear to God.
Alternatively, if you want to find them all quickly, they are on our social media, or you can. We've been directing people to bands in town where all of them are listed, and you can get tickets.
Sorry, what is this? Bands in town, did you say?
Yeah, it's a website that's where it basically just tells you. You can search up artists, and it'll tell you where they're playing.
Like RSVP on there and stuff.
I didn't even know that, and I'm so impressed you just remembered all of that off by heart. Loads of like exciting things coming up.
Yeah. Loads of really cool gigs coming up. I would say it's our most exciting lineup of gigs that we've had so far.
Yeah, so good. And the pipeline in Brighton is so good. It's such a good
Yeah, I've heard
as well.
great things about it. Yeah.
So thank you guys so much. I'm gonna leave you to your evening. I'm so glad that a ghost hasn't appeared in the corner of my screen. I keep looking at it like where Alex is meant to be, like waiting for the chair to move around like that.
Yeah.
Guys, so much for chatting with me, and
Thank you.
I'll see you next week.
Yeah.
You've got big fingers crossed. I think you've been so nice. Everyone, you are nice.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yeah. Thank you for a really good first interview as well, because this is our first actual.
Oh, you did amazing. Like, you did really good. Thank you.
Nice.
Have a good week.
You too. Bye.
See you later.